Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all know what time it is, 7 o'clock p.m. Thursday. My podcast, Tell the Truth, period. I thank God for y'all. Thank God for each and every one of you. I really thank God for you guys. I thank God for the ones who watches it at another time, who subscribe to my YouTube. I appreciate y'all and I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm so happy to have y'all on. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. My podcast, Tell the Truth, period. And it's time, you know what I'm saying? It's time for us to take the mask off. It is time. And I think this is my guest. Yep, is here. So grateful that y'all joining me, and I thank y'all again. Thank y'all, and I love y'all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. But love me back. Period. All
Hello. How
right,
are you?
my, I'm good. How are
I'm doing
you?
great.
That's good. Let's go ahead. Give the introduction of yourself to the audience.
Hello, I am Talitha Williams, born and raised in Savannah, GA. I am a daughter, mother, sister, and cousin to everybody.
That's my cousin.
Yes. I am also a travel advisor and also a rep. I help others get their travel business started. I also book and plan travel. And I'm a lady trucker.
Truck driver.
Yes.
Thank God for
Yes, yes,
y'all.
yes. Yes.
That's what's up. And I am so proud of you. My
Thank
God.
you. Thank
Listen.
you.
So, oh my God, I'm about to get all into this. How does it feel to be a truck driver? You know,
Um,
I just want you to get out there and share a little bit.
it felt great. Right now, I it's on hold right now because of health reasons and just sitting back working on my health right now. That's very important. And seems like God is leading me to other things. Right now, I've just been focused on my travel business full time. So yeah, I just thank God for that.
I know.
While my health is improving.
Yeah. So how was it becoming a truck driver as a female? Like, was it an
Um,
obstacle?
Becoming a truck driver, it wasn't challenging for me because I was already a CDL driver. I became a CDL driver at the age of 25. I wasn't trying to become one, but other school bus drivers were talking me into it. My supervisor at the time, I was an aide on the bus starting out, and my supervisor kept telling me, "You on here just as long as the driver. You might as well go on ahead and do it." So, they taught me into it. And plus, at that time, I just became a mother. Which led me to getting into becoming an aide on the school bus because that was something you could do around the time, to be home with your child. So
That's why I did.
I'm stepped out there and went on ahead and did it. They were like, "You driving that big Suburban, you might as well drive a school bus." So went on ahead, got out there, got my license, and been rolling ever since. And when I transitioned I went from school bus to driving the express bus in Gwinnett County. So I did drive the city bus in Gwinnett, and also the express bus. I am not a good city bus driver, I'll tell you that. I would pass the people stops and all, "Hey, you going? What you doing?" They'll ring the bell. I ain't paying attention to the bell. I'm used to driving kids. I know what stop I'm gonna stop at. I don't know nothing about stopping at no regular bus stop. So I left that alone because I said, I'm gonna just go on ahead and do trucks. And I went on ahead and studied for it. Went ahead and studied for it, and then the pandemic happened, so that was on hold. And then they called us to come back, and I got my license and went to went on out to Murray, Kentucky, and started driving all over the road. Been somewhere everywhere. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Pennsylvania. I was on the go.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
My God.
So wasn't
You know,
challenging. You can go through your local technical college, and you actually use your financial aid During the time when I went, I couldn't use my financial aid because I don't use it up by then. But anybody else that's interested, you can use your financial aid to get started. You also can use a program called, I think it's called Work Source or something like that. I heard that Goodwill helps you too. So you don't have to pay out your own pocket.
Yeah, workforce on Getaway, the one they had paid for me to get my but they was paying me to go to school for my class B because I was a bus driver too when I had my stroke. But work source on Getaway Road, they does well with anybody who is interested in getting their CDL. They want to contact them, but they do good. I got my E, and I was starting school November the 5th, but I had my school October 23rd. So I had other plans for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, work source. Yep. And you said Goodwill?
Yes, I heard somebody tell me about Goodwill that you're able to go through them, I believe, to help you get your CDLs. Well, I guess they'll provide the funds or something like that. I'm not sure, but somebody
Okay,
can check
yeah,
into it.
yeah, and I told even if you got a high school diploma or a GED, you can go to financial aid to
Yep.
get your CDL as well. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you have to have your GED or high school diploma. And the program is not that long. At the time when I went, I think it was about 8 weeks. But because of the pandemic, it took longer. But it was about 8 weeks. And you do not have to go over the road to be a truck driver. It's not like it used to be. You can get a local job. So
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Go to the course, go to the course, go to the course. Okay.
yep. And
Local.
I mean,
I,
I
don't- I,
loved
ain't,
it.
I ain't want to go over the road. I ain't want to do a road. You don't want to
Hey,
go road.
yeah, I love driving over the road at the time. I loved it. It was peaceful. You had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to yourself. No kids in the background. I ain't had to be pulling over. Hey, stop that. Why you throwing that out the window? You know. So
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
yeah, it's a difference. It's just
Yeah.
by yourself. Yeah. Time you time to pray, time to just think and see stuff, you know? That's
Yes. And it was a learning experience for me. So I was glad I got to experience that, meet other people. And I went to states I'd never been to before. We live here in America, but we don't travel all over America like that. So, I got to see things I have not seen. And Arizona is beautiful. And New Mexico, didn't even think about the snow in New Mexico. I was driving and a snowstorm happened while I was driving, so I had to spend a night I think I was in New Mexico or in between New Mexico, Arizona, or whatever, at the Indian Village. Woke up that morning and it was just beautiful, just looking at the mountains and everything. So, yeah.
okay. Something new,
Yeah.
child. That's everything. So your traveling business, how's it going? What made you
It's
switch to the traveling?
Well, traveling was always in me. Wanted to book travel. It started out when I was in high school. I was on the senior council, and I was a part of helping one of my teachers with the planning of our senior trip. Me and another group, a whole group of students. When they used to do the grad trips in Orlando, going to Disney. So she put that together, and I held on to the itinerary ever since. And I would just kind of look over, and I was, thinking about family vacations, and I was like, I need to put something together for my family, but it didn't come to be until like some years later. And then
Okay.
finally did some research and found out about a school that you could go to, but I didn't go. Some years later, say around 2018, a friend of mine, she became a travel agent, and she booked our family cruise. And then after she told me about this host agency that she was up under, and told me to think about getting on or whatever. It took me a minute. I thought about it for a while, and I came back to her and was like, okay, you know what, I'll go ahead and do it. I'm already helping plan travel, but I'm not getting paid anything for it. So, and I just went on ahead and started my own travel business up under a host. So, yeah,
That's
and
what's
it's been going good ever since. So, and I enjoy it, and I love to travel and love helping others travel. I get excited about other people's trips, places I haven't gone, but I plan for others. I get excited just, planning it for them and doing the research. So,
Okay, that's what's
yeah.
up. Okay, cuz, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So life is
Yeah,
good.
it's a good thing.
Life, life is good.
Yeah. So far, life is good. I can truly say I am blessed. And I can say,
Ain't
even,
you, so what's your ability to stay focused? Like how do you stay focused? Help us
um,
help us one who
my,
are
well,
focused.
my faith, believing and trusting in God. I can't do nothing without God,
What?
That's the way I stay focused. And, I'm one of those people, I write things down, things that I'm thinking about accomplishing or, setting goals for myself. I write it down and I make out a plan of how I'm going to accomplish that. Because it's one thing to write it down and say, I want this, I want to do this, I want to do that. But you have to have a plan in place to get yourself to that and kind of, map out some steps of how you're going to do it and try to stick with it and follow it. So, I do a lot of writing. I got a lot of notebooks. So I do I write things down about where I'm trying to be and what I'm, trying to do. So,
Okay, okay, that's
and that
wonderful. So
helps
y'all
keep me,
write it down. Get it under
yeah, got to
control.
write it down and pray,
Then
pray about
what
it.
God? Got this. What God?
Got
He's
to
up
pray
first.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
Got to pray
you
about it.
know.
And also, you could say, you want to do certain things, but it may not be God's plan for you as well, too. You have to pray and, and see if that's something that, God is leading you to.
Because it's in His
Yeah.
will. You want to stay in His will. Want to stay in
Yes.
His will. That's my
Yes.
prayer for everything, everybody. When people call me and they ask me to pray for them, whatever, that is my prayer ultimately. And I'm not ashamed to say it. That's what I pray. I pray, say,
Mm-hmm.
Lord, let your will be done.
Yeah.
And let them for or whatever it is for, let them apply it to their lives.
Yeah. That's
People have to
true.
understand it. Everything is God's will. God's will,
Yes.
God's way, and God's time.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So, have you ever been through depression?
I've on and off. I know I've lost my dad in 22. 22 was like a very challenging year for me because that was the year, it was ups and downs. There was the year my daughter was graduating. Right after my daughter graduated, my dad couldn't even make it to her ceremony because he was battling with his illness. My dad suffered from T-cell lymphoma, which is rare in African Americans. So, he battled with that for some years. Um, he couldn't make it to her graduation, and that was something that we were really looking forward to. And then a couple of months later, he passed away. My daughter graduated in May, and my dad passed away that July. So it was really tough. That was something I just was not expecting. I kind of took it kind of hard, with just too much at one time to deal with. I was down a lot. I was angry. I was battling with a lot of different emotions. Um, Actually, end up getting a therapist because I didn't want to stay an angry person or keep a lot of bitterness in my heart. A lot of
Right.
things that were happening that I did not agree with or whatever. And I just needed somebody to talk to, and help.
And a therapist is good. Yeah. And how did that work for you?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Focus
Yeah.
is out. Right. Yep. But yeah, a therapist is real, and it's what we need at times. A lot of people don't want to see it and say it.
No.
A lot of people we have issues with it and stuff like that. But I believe in that because this is my word is how I feel, it's how you feel, and then it's the truth.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
both of us
She.
could be wrong. Both of us could be wrong, but then that third person they might analyze it, might do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
okay. It's not. It's okay. Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
You have to get that. You don't have to call no friends or nobody in because then they gonna pick sides. Don't call family members in because then they gonna pick sides. So you go to
Yeah.
a stranger you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, man, so that's how you got over your depression, and that would help a lot of people. That would help a lot of people.
Yes,
Like
it
for real.
does. It really does. And she helped me. She helps with the type of therapist I had was one that helps with whatever you're going through mentally, and also if you're dealing with any, health issues, anything physical, she helped with that too. So yeah, it was good to have. Giving you different strategies on what to do to help you work out through different situations. And most of it was that she would tell me was writing. She would, because my dad was now gone, can't talk to him, but she said, write what you want to say. Write what you want to say to your dad.
Okay.
And I would
Wow.
do that.
Yeah. That's what's up right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some regrets that you have?
I can't really say. I was beating myself up with regret. Because of the things that were going on. But when I look back and I sat down, I thought about it, and after talking to a therapist, talking to others, and people say, "What more could you have done?" I would beat myself up a lot. Like I was like, I couldn't be there enough. I wasn't there enough. When I'm talking about dealing with the situation with my dad, I worked. I was a single parent, and I had to work. And my dad lived 2 hours and some minutes away from me. So, it was a drive for me as well. So I would work and go back and forth, go home to work just enough and then go back out to see, to be
Yeah.
with my dad. So, they was, therapist was like, you did what you could do, what you were able to do, you know. So I don't
You like
right now I could say today I don't have any regrets about my life. Couple of years ago, I would say I was beating myself up with regret. So
why would you break that down? Let's talk
yeah,
about it.
say, huh?
Why would you beat yourself up with regret?
Like I said, I felt like I was not there enough,
Always.
or I felt like if my situation was different, I could be there more. I'm one of those. I was that daughter that felt like I got to be there. My parent needs me, I got to be there. If my sibling needs me, I got to be there.
And that's funny you said that because that's how I was with my mom. Like I felt
Mm,
like I had to be there. I was the only one here in Savannah, her only daughter here in Savannah, and she was going through, and I had to be there. I had to do this, I had to do that for her, and things like that. But I realized my mom had been gone a year. December made a year.
mm,
My mom had been gone, and I realized everybody everybody got a time. We all gonna leave.
mm,
We all and we just don't know when, where, or how. Feel me? But we're all gonna leave. And so when she died, it was hurtful, and I miss her. I still miss her now. But
yeah,
I realized that God gave me 42 years with her, and I'm
yeah,
grateful and thankful for the 42 years He gave me with my mom. And I just say, thank you, Lord. I mean, I'll cry and I'll be sad at times for that, but I know there's no more pain. She ain't no more lonely. She ain't depressed. She ain't, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, God, you know what I'm saying? But I still miss her. My kids miss her, so, but yeah,
yeah,
we have to come today. Girl, I gotta do, I ain't afraid of death because I know all of us gonna leave. I do know
yes,
that. After me having my stroke and not being sick before my stroke, even after my stroke, I'm like, it can happen to anybody. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So my prayer now is, Lord, prepare my heart for whatever is to come. Because I used
yes,
to, Lord, take me before my turn, but who are we to say that? I just went to a funeral last week. Somebody's burying their child. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So, I mean, it's hard. It's hard, difficult. But if we keep God first, He will give us the strength that we need to get through it all.
yeah, it's
He
true.
does. He does. He does. He does. I mean, he would not leave us nor forsake us. He won't. We gotta keep it moving. Don't be so, all that, that, all that, them pity parties. We don't do them
Oh
pity
no,
parties.
I don't like pity parties.
Yeah, we don't do them pity parties. No pity parties. So hurt and pain, and let's talk about hurt and pain. How, how do you get over going through hurt and pain and stuff like that?
That's
You
that's kind of,
look like pretty strong minded and stuff. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
I'm a strong person. I can be very strong. Hurt and pain. What are you saying? Like in relationships, or well, mostly
yeah,
it will be relationships that will hurt you. Um, with that, it doesn't take me long to get over a little hurt. It all depends on who hurts me.
okay.
Um, if it's family that hurt me, I'll hold it in for a little while. I'm gonna look at you kind of sideways for a while. You ain't gonna know why, and
So,
then eventually I'll get over it because I'm the type. I'm a forgiver. I'll forgive quick. And
yeah.
I'm the type of person I could let stuff go. It may cross my mind every now and then, but I'ma still love you. You know, and I let
And
stuff
then
go. Hmm.
with you being so forgiving, you get a lot of blessings,
Yeah,
don't
yeah, you do.
you? Exactly. Because you're forgiving. Because God
Yeah.
forgave all of us and He keeps forgiving us. And we have to do the same thing. My God, you said that was good. That was good right there. He's a forgiver. My God.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's what
And
I'm talking
you don't want to go through life just holding all that stuff in.
about.
That's a lot of heavy stuff to carry, and it'll kind of change who you are
Yeah.
when you.
And some
Mhm.
people do though, but they need to change it. They need to take it off and look at themselves. Look at
Yeah,
themselves. Yeah. And even if somebody did you wrong, it don't matter.
yeah,
I love people regardless of what they do or how they treat me. I don't
yeah,
care. I can know a person that cannot stand me, jealous of me, and I'm still there and I'm still love. It don't
yeah,
matter. Every choice is the choice that we make. And when you made
yeah.
the choice to forgive and things like that, that's our Lord. That's what we're trying to get people to see. It's the choices that y'all make. You can't walk around here angry and mad and something. Who
No,
want to live like that?
and it's not healthy. Um, you know, battling different emotions like that. It's not healthy. And not you have to get to the root of what's making you angry. Some people angry and don't know that it affects the people around them as well. Not realizing you got something else going on. You need to go figure out what is making you angry like that. Get you some help. So yeah,
Exactly. Be
and making
real.
you
Be real with
bitter.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be real and honest. My
Yeah.
God.
And you got some people, they deal with illnesses, and that can make them angry. It can make them a little bitter. Um, Even though it's supposed to humble you, when you're going through something, that's a time when you need to really be humble. So,
Yeah. And that's what humbled me. I ain't like I've been always a humble person. I was always humble. I used to be so humble. People used to say you just like people walking all over you and punching you and stuff. You just let them do this, you let them do that because I was so humble. But
mhm.
then I really realized what humbleness was. And after I had my stroke, I was like, I laid it all over. Like, say, God, I think I'm still alive. But I gave it all to God because I could have did it alone. People don't realize that. People don't realize that they like to don't like to say, "Here, God can say, okay, enough of you. That's it." You feel me? But you give them another chance, another chance, another chance. And that's what they think of. But that all that, ah, is that I'm just saying, tell the truth. We trying to help y'all. We telling y'all nothing but the truth. We being real because we want y'all to see it for what it is. I was a person who I was never a selfish person. I always was a giver, always would help people. It's just
Yeah.
me. That was part of me. But then people would take advantage of that, and I would allow people to take advantage of it. But I had to get in a state where I had a stroke,
Mhm.
and when I got in that state of that stroke, I saw things for what they were. I
Mhm.
saw who was going to be there for me. I saw who was going to do this, who was going to do that, who God sent. So it ain't about who you feeling or thinking or this and that and other. No, but you can't hate people, and I don't.
No,
And I did. There's
no, you're
people,
not supposed
there's people who had done gave up on me, literally. They had done gave up on me. They had done came to my children as if I was dead and gone. And my turn was like, no, my mama ain't. Period. But y'all, what I do? I love them. Still, when I see them, love them.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have no hate. You can't. Nobody can. You can. My bad. You can. I can. He can't. We can't. We can't. And we not. We not. You know, like all that pity patting and stuff like that. Them attention getting spirits.
Yeah.
Those are attention getting spirits. I don't even like to tell my husband when I ain't feeling good or nothing.
Uh-huh.
When my stomach bothers me or something. I don't even like to tell them that. I don't like to tell nobody. I just keep it moving. I just keep moving. My stomach bothers me. I better drink some water. Go sit on the bathroom or something. You know what I'm saying? Lay down, rest. For all that pity patting and pity patting, that job is ridiculous because that's a attention get spirit. Attention get spirit is not good.
Yes.
Because guess what? You want the attention, so you got the attention, so you got the reward. That's all God wants to see you out of it. But being humble is being mindful and being quiet sometimes and listen, hearing what he says. My God. Ooh. Cause so any you ever been favoritism? You ever been through favoritism?
I don't know if I've been anybody's favorite. I don't know. You saying that have I ever favored anybody or
like,
anybody?
Like I was like I know favoritism because I wasn't the favorite, but I got treated. Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Have I ever experienced that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I mean, you have people that will have their picks, but stuff like that don't really bother me. Stuff like that. I'm quite sure I've been somebody's favorite or a few people, but stuff like that.
Tell somebody who's going through that what they should do as far as be themselves, love themselves more.
Yeah, you continue to be yourself and love on you. You gotta love on yourself. Can't some things. I mean, you want that same love that they're showing that other person, but you just have to love on you, and eventually God will bring some other people around you to love on you too. Yeah.
You only child?
No, no. It seemed like it. No, yeah. I'm actually the oldest of 4. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my mom only has 3. My dad has 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a younger sister. Yes. You know that. You saw my sister. Sister Nichelle. Yeah, she's like 2 years younger than me. And my brother, he's almost 9. I'm almost 9 years older than him. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. That was by headache. He came along the day before my 9th birthday. So I didn't get a 9th birthday party. So he came along, that was it.
Yeah.
He took over. Baby boy.
Have you ever had to pretend and not be you?
Say that again.
Have you ever had to pretend or not be you?
I wouldn't really say I had to pretend. Well, I'm always me. So, no. I'm going to be quiet. But no, not really had to pretend. Always me. You might get different versions of me. I'm the type of person, if I'm in a room, I read the room. I pick up on the vibes in the room. Sometimes I'm quiet. I'm the type of person you got to get me cranked up to get me started. Then my mom said, you don't know when to shut up. But I start out the quiet person. I'm not really one that'll be the loudest person until you get me cranked up. And it all depends on, what circle of people I'm in. So, but I'm always the type to observe people, before I actually get to know them. I sit back and kind of observe you, see how you talk, the way that you act,
Very
and
observant.
then I'll talk to you
That's,
and kind of get to know you a little bit.
that's good. That's good attitude of God too.
Mm-hmm.
That observant, being very observant. That's good. That's good. My God. Have you ever been jealous of nobody?
I've never been jealous of anyone. Can't really say that. I've been taught to, you don't look at what other people have. That was my dad's thing of raising us. You never worry about what someone has or what you don't have, or about not having what that person have. Always been the kind of person to encourage other people to do things, cheer people on. Always tell people I'm the type, I just get excited about whatever somebody doing. I don't care what they doing. I may not even understand what you're doing, but if it sounds good, I'm gonna cheer you on. I'm gonna tell you I'm proud of you and everything else. So I like to see people doing good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
And
Love that.
I like to, lead people to other things. I was going to technical school. I was taking up different trades, and some of the trades I took up, it wasn't for me. I was going because it was something a friend was interested in, or it was something that I wanted to lead a friend to, because I thought they would be good at doing this. So I'm taking the class with you. So yeah. So
That's what's up.
and they end up being good at it. I'm not doing it no more, but it was for them.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. True friend. True friend to the
So,
end. So what most people to do that?
huh? Say that again.
What motivates you to do that for others?
Well, you say what made me do that?
What motivates you to do that?
I really don't know. At that time, I wasn't doing a whole lot. At that time, I was just going to school and met people while I was going to school. As one particular person, we were in a phlebotomy course together, and we completed that. Graduated from that. Neither one of us got a job in that field. We didn't get on anywhere, and I was like, well, come on, let's go. Let's go take this up. Because I know you go get a job. Doing this. Even though I had other skills, I could have went back and hopped on a school bus, but I was there and I was just taking classes and there with her, and she ended up taking it and got a job, and then she didn't too much like that. I was like, well, girl, you know what? Let's go and get into this dialysis thing. And did that, and I actually completed it. She completed it. Now she's in school for nursing. I think she's about done with that. I think she has completed that. She actually got she started out as a dialysis tech in the clinic, and they moved her up to doing something else, where she was working on different projects and things at that particular clinic with DaVita or whatever. But now she's in nursing. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up. That is what's up. My God. So what's your relationship with? Know he's number one in your life.
You say that again?
Your relationship with Christ.
My relationship with God?
Yes, man.
With man?
Yeah, with God.
Oh, with
Christ.
God. I didn't hear you. My relationship with God,
Yeah.
like I said, my relationship with God is time I wake up in the morning, I'm thanking God. That's my first thing. Thank you that I am able to see another day. That's the first thing for me in the morning. I do my time where I sit down and I'll, write. I wouldn't do it every morning. Some mornings I'll do it. Most times I'm doing it at night. I read my scriptures. I'm not in church every Sunday. I haven't found my home church yet. I just moved to South Carolina. And that's basically just
You ain't far.
say that again.
You ain't far.
No, I'm not far. I'm in Charleston. Left Atlanta, came to Charleston.
Yeah.
Yeah. My faith is strong. I keep strong faith. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My God. Well,
I believe God for just about everything. Right now, I'm just operating on faith. So, like I said, what I'm doing now. Yeah,
wow, that's
yeah.
my
And
God.
I've seen God, do some great things for me. I am a lupus warrior. I've been battling with lupus since 2020. I think it was 21. Um, and with lupus right before I turned 41 years old. Out of nowhere, life was good. I'm out on the road driving, enjoying life and everything, and getting excited about my daughter, getting close to graduating, completing high school and everything. Things were getting good, and out of nowhere, I ended up being diagnosed with lupus. I had to come off the truck for about a month or two or whatever. Was in the hospital. They didn't really know what was going on. And initially, you have to do blood tests and all of that before they diagnose you. And that's when things changed for me. Ended up on a different path. Didn't know what I was going to be facing once I was diagnosed with that. And that's a whole nother story for me, for my life. But I just thank God, every day that I have the strength to get up and do the things that I do. There were times when I was out on the road driving. I don't know how I made it, because battling with lupus is tough.
But God. Ooh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
my God. My God, my
yeah.
God. So how did that affect your daughter?
Um, well, my daughter ended up becoming sometimes my caretaker, and I've been writing about that too. Actually, I am supposed to come out with a book. That's what God has said to me. I'm supposed to come out with a
You
book. So
are,
I've
you
been
are.
working on that. And my grandmother, um, about I'll say, I guess almost 2 years after being diagnosed, or a year and a half, she told me, you need to write. You need to start writing. You need to write about that because you are blessed and you don't know it. And, you going through that, what you're going through, and people have that, and a lot of people can't do what you're doing. So,
That
yeah.
is true. That is so true. Like seriously, that is so true. And Mildred didn't tell the truth. That's that
Yeah.
Mildred.
So I started a little
So you
bit
need
when
to
she
write
said that, and
the
then I
book.
put it
Go
down.
on,
So, yeah. So I've been working
go on and write.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on and read
But
that book when you can.
when you are going through something like that, it does have an effect on your child slightly, a little bit. Yeah. But my daughter, she's the type, she speak her mind, so she, you know, hey, she let me know some things.
That's what's up.
She don't
That's
hold back. Sometimes she act like she the mama. So, but she's my only child. So most people would call her spoiled. So
so,
yeah,
that's, that's good. That's good. And God is still bringing you through. I'm telling you, you're
yes,
driving. And
yes,
most people who got lupus, they sitting down or they getting chauffeured or getting driven and stuff. You're
yeah,
doing great. And I'm proud of you.
yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a battle, but thank you. Like I
I
said,
have
I thank God for the strength every day. I'm telling you,
my
same.
God. But God,
Yeah.
man, my God, my God. Well, it was good talking to you. Just want to say
Yes, it's good talking to you too. Thank you.
so much for coming on my show, being my guest tonight. I think
Yes.
really, really appreciate you because you could have said no, no, no. Like you
Whoa.
been.
I'm glad I came on. Yes. Glad I came on.
I thank
And
God.
I see your background. You go ahead on now. I
Listen,
see your
I
background.
got a I got a new book coming out. I got a new company. I got to get some new stuff in my background. There, God is doing something great, and
Yes.
I'm staying focused and I'm moving forward. I'm
That's
staying
right.
focused and I'm moving. I'm giving it all to him. I'm not putting my hand in it, because when you put your hand in it, you make a mess. So I am
Yes.
not, my hands is out of all of it, I promise you. And I'm watching him and I'm seeing what he's doing, and I'm like, God, you're so amazing. You are so
Yes.
amazing. Like, I'm like, God, oh my God, oh my God. But I'm keeping it moving. It ain't easy. It's trials and tribulations daily, but God is still God, and I give him that. I don't try to take it from him at all. I give him that. So, and I'm going to keep giving them that book. But yeah, I got to give you some different backgrounds with this book. About to be 3 years old. My next book about to be out, and it's not the name. That's not the name of it. So I got some work I need done. Look,
Uh-huh.
you've been trying to help me, and I thank God for you. But I hadn't
Yeah.
did nothing yet. I
Uh-huh.
hadn't did
What
nothing
about
yet.
the website?
I hadn't did nothing yet.
I got something to sing you too, because I be on that late night TikTok. Get my TikTok education. And I
That's
don't
what you
order
say.
I don't order
Everybody
I don't order something that's supposed to help with you building your own website or whatever. So
oh,
I'll send that on. I'll send it to you. I'll
okay.
send it to you.
Thank you.
I don't.
Look at somebody.
I was on the travel side of TikTok, but some kind of way I done end up on the crafting side, and I wasn't trying to be there, but they done added me to their community, and I can't seem to get rid of them.
Yes, okay, that's what's up. Girl, I don't even know how to get on all of that on TikTok. See, I just be lost. That's what my podcast is on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know how to
Uh-huh.
be on podcast yet.
Yeah,
I'm just, I'm just,
you
I'm
gotta
just being
start using that
obedient.
TikTok.
I got to. I don't know. Girl, I be doing so much because I be energized a bunny.
Uh-huh.
I be all over the place like that, like daily, like literally.
Yeah, you have to text me your email address so I can
Okay,
email you that.
okay,
Yeah.
I will. I will. I will. And thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're
I love you.
welcome.
Coming on being my guest, and thank all of you, all y'all tuners. I thank y'all for all tuning in. Y'all go and subscribe to my YouTube, the Cutter-Blige 1021. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed night, and I love y'all. And ain't nothing y'all can do about it. But love me back. Thank y'all. Good night, everyone. And tune in next Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. for my podcast, Tell the Truth. You might be the guest. 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 Who will be the guest? All right. Thank y'all so much. And good night, cousin, and drive
Good
safe.
night. I will. You have a good night too. All right.
Okay.